you gotta know in your shanana that you're gonna work through all that shit and not just. Hey y'all. So your girl went to the Home Depot today. My intent was to pick me up some gas for my weed eater and stuff because I'm running out of gas and stuff. And instead I ended up picking up flowers. So I got these little annuals. They're called French marigold. They're orange because I wanted some autumn colors around my house. I'm just gonna stack them in this little plant thing I have right here. I have some hay. It's like old hay that goes in that planter. So I'm gonna use it to fill it up. Just like that. Then I'm gonna put my little plants off in there. I'm gonna put 5 on each side. Maybe 6 on one side and 4 on the other. I thought they were so cute. So this morning, y'all, I woke up and when I tell you, I felt pretty damn good. I woke up. I went for like a 2-hour stroll. And y'all remember I told y'all last week, I was like, your girl gotta get back into the gym. So I actually went to the gym. Last Sunday. So last Sunday was when I worked in my yard for like 2 hours, not 2 hours, 4 hours. I did the front backyard, trimmed all my bushes, cut down all my rose bushes, and did all that. And then that night around 10 p.m., I went to the gym for maybe an hour and a half or so. And then I decided to go back to the gym Tuesday night. And my intent was to go back to the gym on Thursday night, because that's my goal. Is Sunday night at the gym, Tuesday night at the gym, Thursday night at the gym, and then, Saturday, Sunday, I do something at the, work around the house, go walking, whatever. And then, start the gym back over Sunday night. Well, my body was aching so bad Thursday. Child, I didn't even worry about going back to the gym. So that's why I got up this morning and did like a 2-hour hike around my neighborhood. And then I went to the Home Depot and walked out with $60 worth of stuff that I did not intend on walking out with. And that was these cute little plants in my backyard. So we're going to see how this does, just to add some colors, because y'all know I'm a plant mom. I love my plants. I am indeed a plant mom. I'm finna walk down there to see how it looks from. It doesn't look horrible. But I've been having these planters for over a year now, and this is literally my first time trying to use them. So I have another one, some more hay. I just be holding on to stuff. I'm glad ain't nothing weird off in them or anything like that. And I'm gonna put this on the other side in the other one and just do the same thing. The hay is just used to kind of like take up the space in a planter because, the little bowls ain't gonna Ain't gonna be big enough. I'm gonna have to stand up in this chair. I hope I don't fall. And I'm thinking only 4 is gonna fit in here, so I'm gonna have to figure out where to put the other 2. I got 10 to figure out what to do with the other 2. And the planter is actually just there to kind of keep them sturdy, to take up some of the space. Not the planter, the hay that's around them, and to hide the little extra, kind of hide the blackness of the pots. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm wondering what'd happen if I would turn them this way. Can I fit 2 like that? Maybe that's what I'll do. And then I can get more in this one. Let's see. Yep. I think that's gonna work, y'all. Trying to keep my little britches from falling. Let's see. So I'm turning them around to see if I can get more off in here. Now I got 2 more, so. Woo. Let's see how this goes. Maybe if I put this one long ways, then I'll get them all off in there. Yep, I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna be okay. I think that's gonna do. It's just like 80 degrees out here right now, but it already feels pretty hot. And I bought 2 of these. I can't even pronounce this. It's a croton plant. I like the colors in it. And thought it'd bring nice autumn look to my backyard. Kind of blends in with my carpet my rug that I got back here. I bought 2 of them for this pot. So don't know if both gonna fit, but we're gonna try to get it both to fit so it'll be full off in there. We'll see. We're gonna just let those plants be. They're already damp, so I don't have to water them right now. But I think that'll work out for a little bit. At least for the autumn. Through the autumn time. It's already hot as hell out here, y'all. 80 degrees. It feels hotter than 80 degrees. And then, I don't know where I put my little rake, but I got some mulch for my rose garden. To fill that up as well. So let me go get me some H2O. Let me start there because I'm hot and I feel like I need to hydrate a little bit more. Y'all was so far away. Y'all see that? How I fill those planters with those cute little flowers. I put this little hay around them, hoping that it just holds them steady. As they grow out, it'll cover the rest of that, but I thought it was kind of cute. Yep. So hold on a minute, y'all. I found my little rake for my mulch for my rose garden. I had it sitting inside by my bar. Got my water. Got my little shovel and some potting mix for my plant. I'm gonna try to use the majority of its own dirt because I don't have much potting soil. So we're gonna see how this works out. Let's see how this works out. This looks like it's the shadiest spot on my porch, so we're gonna try to do the planting from here. Hopefully I can move the pot once I get the plant in it. Hopefully the gym is doing its job. Y'all, these leggings are kind of big on me, so I'm constantly snugging on them. But I don't do nothing in these leggings but wear them around the house and walk my community in them. I don't do nothing else with these things. I have specific leggings for the gym, and these are house leggings because your sis can't be dealing with all the, this soil still looks pretty good. Remember that time, I don't know if y'all remember, but that time I saw that snake in my backyard and I ran to the damn Home Depot and bought me a snake plant. Well, I forgot to bring my plant in during the last winter. The last winter, the little ice freeze thingy, and it died. So I'm gonna use that same plot. Honestly, when I put that snake plant out, I didn't see no other snake. So there may be some truth to the snake plant rumors. Let's see. Let me get my water and my gloves and my potting soil. That wind feels so good blowing. I ain't got no shoes on. My phone is way over there. I want to clean out some of that dirt. So I'm going to put my potting soil, I'm going to put it all in one bag. Because that has food in it. Look, that's the plant right there. And I'm going to put some of this dirt, since it's old, in here and throw it out to make room for my plant. Ooh, the wind is blowing, so the dirt is trying to blow too. Y'all, I promise you that there's so much going on in the world today that while you're going through whatever you're going through, and it seems like you're not gonna come out of it, handle everything one step at a time. I always remind myself that. Just deal with each situation one step at a time. And as you see a win occur, celebrate the small wins. Sometimes celebrating the small wins doesn't seem like it doesn't necessarily mean that you're being braggadocious. But you need to always celebrate you. Me and my daughter was having this conversation just yesterday about how sometimes you can have the wrong people in your life at the wrong time, or just period. And often when you have the wrong people in your life, those people can block your blessings, and people don't believe that. Like, that's some real shit. Like, if you actually just sit down and you actually just think about how many times you spent the block with a person. Yeah. You know what I mean by split the block. How many times you spent the block with a person, and then every time you spin the block, shit just seems like it's finna go away, just get bad. Things just don't seem like it's going right. Not just necessarily with the relationship, but life in general. Then you decide to get out of that relationship with that person again. And then everything just seems like it's getting back on track for you. Like everything that seemed like it was falling apart. Sometimes, a lot of times, people are just not meant to be in your life. Not meant to be part of your journey. And when we try to keep those people in our lives that ain't necessarily meant to be part of our journey, we block a whole lot of shit that we should have. A whole lot of stuff that we should have. And you can't blame no one but yourself when that happened. Oops. I probably shouldn't have did that, but I did. I had to get the plan out, y'all. I don't want to stress it, but I had to get it out. But anyway, my point I'm trying to make is when you see yourself coming out of that frustration, that BS that you was going through, and things are beginning to look like they working out for you again, every little step on the way, celebrate your wins, child. Celebrate your wins. Similarly, like if you on a job, it's a new job, and you getting acclimated to that job, and you're trying to figure out things associated with the job, and it's hard at first. Don't give up. Hang in there. But while you hanging in there, celebrate your wins. It's very important. Very important. I don't think I took enough soil out of this pot before I stuck this in here. So now I got to dig around it so it'll sink down off in there. Because we want the roots. We want the roots buried. And I didn't plant so many things in this pot and then got rid of them and then planted something else and then got rid of them. We want the roots buried. Really good. I should have brought me a trash bag. That's what I'm going to go get. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to go get a trash bag. And what's interesting, or what I found to be interesting, is that not everybody is accustomed to the term of celebrating the small things that occur in your life. I'm gonna have to put this over here, y'all. That's why I got the trash bag. And I'm just making a mess. Everybody ain't accustomed to celebrating the small things in life. So when you do, and it's not something that they're accustomed to, they gonna look at you like you crazy, like, why you do that? That's not cool. Or whatever the case may be. But it's cool for you. If that's what gets you through, it's cool for you. You know what I mean? It's cool for you, and you just got to keep doing it. Don't stop celebrating you because other people don't know how to celebrate themselves. That's all I'm saying. It's a helpful journey because we got a long way to go up in this camp, in this world, in this matrix, as I call it. And if you don't know how to celebrate yourself, people with their unhappy asses is going to try to bring you right down with them because they just unhappy. Believe me when I tell you what I'm saying. Believe me when I tell you. That's what I should do, is break them apart and stick them down off in there. I have had people tell me that they're not accustomed to celebrating their small wins, and I think that's okay. You know, everybody is brought up differently. But other people do it to celebrate their own small wins for their own reasons. And should nobody take that approach away from them just because you might not be accustomed to that level of celebration. Child, I'm just making a mess. Y'all would think that I don't pot stuff often. That's what y'all would think. So I'm just making a mess. I'm gonna have to clean my rug off. Whew. Put this one up in there. I'm gonna do the same thing, just break up the root, because they're separate little plants. So I'm gonna break them up and then stick them in. Then they'll try to reroot themselves. You know what I mean? make it easy on me. Because there's 3 separate ones off in here. Break this down. This pot. Do what I incidentally did with the other pot and just get the plants out. Right? Like I said, they're individuals with their own. See? They're their own little babies. And just stick them in. And they will reroot themselves. Get it off in there. Pot it. Put the dirt around it. Dig off in there. Pot it. Put the dirt around it. Dig off in there. Pot it. Put the dirt around it. Just like so. Couple of them are on lean. Put the dirt around it. And it's more so the first ones that I did. Because I didn't do it right. So I'm just going to have to go on and get gully with it. Like that. Then I got one more to do. Which is this baby. Her roots. Make room for her. Stick her in and put the dirt around it. Then we're going to take some of this, all this potting soil that has spewed on my floor and put it in there. Try to bury it. I'm one of them outdoorsy people. I love plants. My mom has oodles of plants in her house, too. I don't know if she ever taught my dad how to take care of them, but they have life and they breathe just like we do. So I like to see nourish them, watch them grow. You know what I mean? Get them all pretty. And these, I'm likely gonna water them a little more. I'm gonna have to wash my hands real good. It's just like I've been playing in the dirt. Look at that. It's crazy. And I could take the pot soil here. And hopefully, when it gets cooler outside again, because it's autumn, you know the coldness is going to come eventually. It's going to get cooler outside. I'll remember to bring my plant in. We're going to see if this one survives the winter. Or just survives. Shit. How I just put it in this pot like that. It might be stressing already. But it looks healthy. Doesn't it? Pot is heavy. Now that I got everything off in it, I'm going to keep adding a little bit more soil so the roots can cover up. And this will help me. A lot of this stuff, I'm going to have to go get my blower and blow a lot of it. But they say that this is one of the plants that can be in the sun for up to 6 hours a day. And right here in this corner, it gets a lot of sun, but by noon or midday today, you'll notice that. Well, you won't notice, but my whole patio be shaded. It's like the best because it's Easter's over there. And by noon, the sun is over my house, on top of my house. So this whole patio be covered and be just as beautiful as it wants to be. That's why I like to be out here. That's why I love it in my backyard, especially this time of the year and in the springtime. I love my backyard. Hey. All right. Let's see how I did it. So pretty. What y'all think? How y'all feeling about that? I know we were struggling at first, but we got it. I be thinking about how you count your small blessings in my scenario because I took on this additional work at work. I remember when I first started my job with this company. I've been here 11 years in November with this company. I've been on my career in the healthcare, administrative end of healthcare for over 30 years. Y'all know that because I mentioned it a couple of times. But shit, I took over the new responsibilities I took over. Well, let me start over. I can't get my diction right. So I remember when I came into this company, I felt like if it's 30 plus years now, when I say 30 plus years, I mean like 36. How long I've been in healthcare. And when I came into this company, it was like 2014, November of 2014 when I came into this company. But since I had been in healthcare for over almost 25 years, shit, I thought I was coming off into this company. I thought it was going to be I got this shit down. remember my first 3-4 months at this company. Man, I would leave with tears in my eyes. If I wasn't crying, I would leave with tears in my eyes. Because, you know, acceptance is still a thing that people of color have to go through, especially when they're growing in their careers and all that kind of stuff. I think a lot of times, you know, it's automatic acceptance. And I know that if you're not a native person, or if you're not a black person, sometimes a Hispanic person, or sometimes an Asian person, or sometimes, you know, whatever, you probably won't understand what it is that I'm saying. And it's okay. But a lot of times we go in these positions and we build our careers. You know that we take on a lot of workload to show our resilience in what we can do, because we're always feeling like we have to prove ourselves somehow, some way. So yeah, when I first started, I would have tears. And sometimes now that I've been with the company for 11 years, I've been promoted twice. I was promised a promotion 6 months after I took on the new staff or the new responsibilities in this role. And that didn't quite happen because the individual who made all these promises decided to take another job. Y'all can go back to another previous vlog to hear that whole story, because honey, sometimes my festivity just comes out. But the point I'm trying to make is that now I'm in this role. Sometimes I feel like I did back when I first started at the company. Not in this role, but now that I've taken over these new responsibilities. Because it's a learning curve. You know, I know the basics. I know enough to be dangerous, but it's still a level of a learning curve. You know what I mean? And sometimes people don't have patience with you overcoming those learning curves. That's why when a lot of us, when we get in a position, we feel so comfortable and get content as long as we get our raises and our this, that, and other. We get content because we don't want to be bothered with anything. We become that SME and just SME it on out. Subject matter expert for the people who don't know what I'm talking about. We become that person and just thug it out. I'm guilty of it. Like I was good doing the work that I was doing, and all that kind of stuff. As long as I got my promotion, as long as I got my raises and my bonuses every year, shit, I was solid. But when they came to me, it's funny because I was like, man, I could lead that team. I used to say that all the time, but I didn't know because I would always question, what in the hell do they do? Shit. They always come to me with questions. So what is it that they really do to get stuff going? You know what I mean? So I it was like they always come to me. I know I can lead the team. So somehow, some way, they decided, well, we're gonna go ahead and get a team to Joe. For a number of reasons. I got the team, and it was surprising when they asked me to take them over. It surprised the shit out of me. And I was like, whoa, that was my response. Whoa. Well, now that I got them and know everything that they do, there's some learning curves there for me. Not that I don't think that I can conquer them because I know who I am and how I am as a person. I'll get past them eventually, but I don't like people being in my way. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the help because I know where I need assistance at. But when your assistance is malicious in any way, then I get very, very, very upset. Very, very, very mad. So anyway, my point is, this week at work, child, I was in one of those. But I did really good because I started taking magnesium pills, magnesium supplements. Because, for two things, because I knew I was going to get back off into the gym. Magnesium is very good for like healing your muscles and your bones and your muscles and stuff as an athlete. You know, go back to Papa. Use Papa for an example. Spinach is full of magnesium. So, and that's why the whole Papa spinach idiom came along, right? So that's one reason why I got on it. But because I decided to go back in to the gym and I wanted to make sure as I work out, because I know I was going to be moving around and working out more, I wanted to make sure my muscles would mend as they tear down quicker and more appropriately. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So anyway, another thing that the magnesium pills do for me is keep me from getting on 10, 20, and 30. It helps you with your anxiety very much. And when I get a lot of anxiety or pissed off or whatever, it comes out very quick. So this week I was proud of myself because I was able to keep it calm a little bit better while dealing with some folks. I've been doing a lot of praying too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie about that. A lot of praying and a lot of meditation to help me out as well. It's funny because every time people pass by the back of my home, they'll slow down and just kind of like look. Yeah, it's a little black lady. That's why I always look up like, the fuck you looking at? Anyway. So yeah. It's been one of those weeks. It's been like this for a couple of weeks, but I always tell myself, and I guess my words of encouragement to you guys is the words of encouragement that I always give myself. And that is, you know, trouble don't last always. I remember when I used to tell my daughters all the time, as long as you know you're doing what it is that you're supposed to do, things works itself out. You know what I mean? And I think there's like a lot of people who try to like show their they want to be right all the time. And sometimes you just got to move out the way and let them be right. But when you see that they finna do something that's wrong, it's gonna make you look like you some shit, speak up. Don't just do things because people tell you to do it. Gain the understanding of why. And I feel like that's one of the problems that people often have with me, is because I just don't go along just to get along. I'm not just going to follow your direction because you feel like it's best. I need some rationale and understanding as to why you feeling that way. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And people don't like that. They feel like, shit, I'm a VP and you just a senior manager. So what I say should go. No, not when you talking about my team. Give me an understanding, because now you talking about deleting stuff and all this other stuff, and take y'all a little closer so y'all can see how it turned out and how it's gonna look in that little corner where my other little flowers. See my other, it's like a, can y'all see that? There you go. It brings a little atmosphere to my little porch. Just a little atmosphere. Now I gotta get all this dirt up, and I still gotta do the mulch in my rose garden. So I had told y'all, I need to go find my broom. I had told y'all that y'all probably can't see me. Sit down for a few minutes and drink some water. I had told y'all last week my rose garden looked like pure shit. I cut all them bad mugs down. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you as soon as I go in here and get this broom and sweep this dirt off my rug and rotate. Let me finish the story first. So yeah, when I'm listening in and you telling my team to do some things that I don't feel like is for their best interest, you just have to know that you'll make it through it and be bold enough to take that walk, to be on that journey, to not give up. Because sometimes we so quick as people of color, we don't want to put in the work and then question why we still in the same spot that we were before. You got to trust and believe that every time you try to get to the next level of life, you're going to go through some oppositions. You got to know that for sure. And you just got to be willing to take the bull by its cojones and get that shit done. But no one said it was going to be easy. That's the point I'm trying to make. And that ain't even got to be a word for work. That can just be a word for life. To the house that my battery was dying on my microphone. So I ain't finna repeat nothing I just said. I just hope that y'all heard me and was picking up what I was putting down. That's all I hope. That's what I'm hoping for, because I'm not finna repeat that. I said a lot. I had a lot to say. I had a lot to say in that moment. Shoot. But yeah, I realized my microphone was going out. So I had to go get my extension and hook myself up. Y'all, I'm just an extremely active person. Like, I feel like if you just move around and stop just sitting on your little booski, your booty, and move, you know, it's part of your journey. If you don't want to, just sit around and just gain weight. Because I just think as we get older, or it's a proven fact, they say as we get older, our metabolisms and stuff just slow down. And if we know that, why do we force it to slow down? Like I was telling my daughter the other day, she's like, Mom, I ain't been to the gym. She said, but I don't know what it is. I'm still losing weight. And I told her, I say, honey, if you go to the gym and you didn't start putting on muscles, your metabolism ain't gonna shut off right away. You know what I'm saying? Once your clock start going, your metabolism start picking up again. It's not gonna shut down right away. And I'm talking to a 30-year-old telling her this, because that's how old my daughter is. I say it's not gonna shut down right away. But if you decide not to go back at all, then it's gonna shut down on you. It's not gonna do the same thing that it was doing before. So, shit, don't follow my example and just be like, I ain't finna work out no more, because I'm tired. It's just too much. Don't follow me and do no shit like that. Try to do something. Don't just lay around all day. Because I know when I would get Back in the day, I don't go through depression as much anymore. But when I would get through my depression states of mind, I would just lay around, not want to be bothered with nothing, no one at all. Just close out from the world. And if you ain't moving and you just getting up 1 minute and laying down the next, shit, of course you're gonna put on some thickness, some pounds. And y'all, we gotta stop confusing thick and fine with just thick. I'm sorry. I ain't think nowhere ain't a thickness on my body. I don't think. I'm sure it's not. Now I'm just talking shit. Where my shoes at? All right. So see, that's where my little roses live. They bud pretty good sometimes. Ain't gonna even lie. I have a rose bush on either side, so I try to keep them, you know, as dope as possible. As dope, that area is cleaned out and as dope as possible. So I'm gonna put some mulch off in there. Right now. I like to use like the black mulch, the black Texas native mulch in my garden. I don't know about anybody else. And I know people be like, well, after spring, why are you messing around in your garden? Because I'm in Texas. Texas likes to bloom year round unless it hold on y'all. I came unplugged again. Unless it's freezing. You'll see Texas bloom somewhere, somehow, year round. So I think that it's good to still have a habit of taking care of your garden. I got 2 bags, y'all, of this mulch. I'm gonna spread this 1 bag now, and then I'll put the other bag down. It's supposed to get up to 93 today. We gonna see. There was a chance of rain further down in the week, but that changed. And now, all we have to do is put down the other bag of mulch. And it'll make the little garden look a little better. Just a little bit. It ain't got to look magnificent, but it looks better than what it is. Covering all the old debris and stuff. I need to redo my front yard too, but the last time the last time I put mulch in my front, I didn't do my back. So I'm putting mulch in my back this time. And I ain't done my front since then. I think it was like, I want to say it was beginning of spring when I put mulch to my front. So it needs mulching too, but I ain't gonna worry about it because I ain't got to. Anywho, I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna have to eat sometime today. I know it's afternoon now. I don't know. I feel like it is in the afternoon. Sun is right there. My patio is almost covered. So I feel like it's definitely becoming it's in the afternoon. It's gotta be. Or damn close to it. Obviously, when I cut my rose bush, I left some cut stems off in there and then get them out. It's because them damn thorns hurt. The things that I like about rose bushes and crates and there's some more plants like roses that have these big ass thorns on them, is that they're weather resilient. You know what I'm saying? You can just cut them down and them mugs will start blooming again without warning. You know what I mean? Those are the type of plants and shrubs and stuff that I like around my yard. Is the ones that try to be a little bit more weather resilient. The ones that I pot are the ones that I don't mind not being year-round plants because I'll just, you know, adjust accordingly. But how's it? Let's see. Y'all see what I did? Put the black mulch down. So the roses are gonna rebloom eventually. I just had to cut those down. It was just too much going on. And yeah. It's been about an hour since I've been out here working in my yard, on my patio. And I feel like in this moment, I'm finna call it a day. I'm gonna put all this stuff in the trash that I didn't use. I'm gonna water my plant that's over here. Take me a shower. Put on something a little bit more comfortable. And relax for the rest of the day. I need to go find me something to eat. But that's it, y'all. I'll see you next time.